This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. So, can you start? Can you give me? I mean, start with little bit introduction. Then we
Yeah,
will discuss about the opportunity and all.
sure. I'm Sridhar Peramade, born and brought up in Hyderabad. Like I have 17 years of experience in Java, J2E, microservices, Spring Boot, React, Kafka. All
Okay.
this tech stack, the latest tech stack I worked upon. I have experience into insurance, banking, and retail domains. Okay. Uh, that's a short description about
Okay.
about me.
So, as I mentioned, that manager is looking for a strong core Java developer.
For JavaScript,
So,
yeah, like I
yeah.
work day-to-day life, like like I use the collections like array list, set, map kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and also experience in working Java 8 stream.
Okay.
So
Great.
most of the like into Java 8 streams only. Like even though list I worked internally, I used the streaming platform or the streaming functions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, predicates. Okay, optionals. Okay, these are all the Java 8 features I'm trying to use right now. From 2017 I'm using Java 8 only. Right now we are using version Java 17, wherein I got a chance to use record
Okay. Great.
records, latest edition. Okay, records. Okay, now coming to the exceptional handling, like right now we are using Spring Boot. I use at the rate controller advice and at the rate exception handler for handling all the exception in one place.
Okay. Okay. Well.
Okay. So, and eh, concurrency, or like I have used completable features. Okay,
Okay.
Java. I like it's updated in Java 8. Okay, completed feature which we run asynchronous calls for like business rules and schema rules, and then run those two run in parallel using completed. After getting that one, like we will join the results. Basically, let's say if service schema rules run for 500 seconds, okay, a milliseconds, and like business rules for 100 milliseconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a combination 500 plus 100, it's 500 overall. 500 milliseconds we'll get the response using completable features. And also I have used countdown latch as well for Kafka. Let's say countdown latch is like after three threads, let's say three threads after completing each task, like main task will wait for other three tasks, only then it will open the latch and the flow will be continued. That's a brief description about countdown latch. And like executor framework also, like I worked on few one scenario where you got chance to uh, execute. The execution service is like creation and controlling or maintaining of the thread life cycle, like a new cached new fixed thread pool. I have created an executor framework. Okay, I given a 10 threads, new fixed thread pool of 10, which will take care of running the jobs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Great. So, probably I will start the technical discussions now.
Mm.
Since you know, uh, manager would like to see this. So I would like to understand, like, have you implemented any thread safe, singletons in Java ever?
Single is nothing but like thread safe is like enums.
Okay.
Like as of now we are using the enums is the most thread safe. If you want to implement singleton thread safe, you need to use the synchronize or double locking mechanism. If you
Okay.
want to implement your own singleton way of it, we can use it. But readily available is the enums if you want to use enums.
Okay.
But singleton pattern, if you want to
So,
implement
what are the
synchronous method.
features? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, basically double locking, like we can synchronize two times and check if it is null. Again, you can need to call the synchronize method
Mm-hmm.
for getting the singleton object.
Okay. Well, so can you tell me features in Enum?
Features in the enum, like enum, you need to create enum of whatever what you want. Just create enum of, like, if you want to create a getter setter values, get value, set value, not get value out of that. We need, can create the enum
Okay. Okay.
properties. And what you are looking for that one, like
I mean, I just thought of checking what are the features you remember in of Java
enum,
enums.
like get value.
Java enums I'm talking about.
uh, just we create a enums, that's it. We get the values for storing, like at any point of time you will get only one value, get by accessing the values. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And I have array list, I have hash map, I have hash set. Which one you think is thread safe? Array
Hash
list,
map,
hash set, hash map.
set, set is duplicate, is not allowed. At least is rather go key value. Hash map,
No, I am saying I have array list, hash set, and hash
array
map.
list map, which is the thread safe we are
Thread
talking
safe,
about.
yes.
Hashtag, both. Hashtag. Is it hash set because internally it uses hash table, I guess. Hash
Okay.
set. Okay.
Okay. So none of them are, thread safe.
Like
Okay.
if
So
you are, if you want to do it, you can use synchronize. But okay.
I'm not sure if you heard my question well or not.
Okay. 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 If you are comparing these three, that's what I thought. You are comparing these three, I thought.
Okay.
So for array list, the synchronized version carry on array list. Okay. Hash map is concurrent hash map. Hash set, you can have, what is this synchronized version? Okay, synchronized hash set maybe, but hash
Okay.
map is a
Okay.
concurrent hash map.
Okay. So when you say thread safe, do you remember any real-time example of thread safe or multi-threaded application?
I didn't get that question. Like you
Okay.
encountered
Can
or
you
implemented?
can you give me any, I mean, any application that you have developed which is based on thread safe? I actually want to understand the mechanism of thread safety. How does it work?
Thread safety is like, uh, so we are accessing a resource. Okay,
Okay.
multiple threads concurrently access that one. So basically, one should not get the stale version of that one. Like let's say if you're, okay, let's say thread safety mean like someone is accessing that resource. Okay, one is updating and same times one is accessing that resource.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you should
Mm-hmm.
not get a stale information, like a committed information. Like
Mm-hmm.
committed means like, whatever the latest value updates. Like
Mm-hmm.
basically, it should have the synchronization. Like one should get update. Once it is updated, who is trying to access, you need to get the value. Basically, that's
Mm-hmm.
how it's a thing.
Mm. Okay, okay. How is your experience working with Spring Boot? Like, what are the versions of Spring Boot that you have worked?
Like Spring Boot 3.2.3 currently the version is like whatever we are working upon. Okay, Spring Boot latest versions are like basically Wells Fargo follows from bomb updates. Whatever they implement, like they don't go there with the latest version. They will, whatever the latest stable one they will use in Wells Fargo, like 3.2.4, I guess, as of now you are using. We use for developing microservices, like we recently migrated to OCP, I mentioned, right, from PCP to OCP, and we
Mm-hmm.
also developing microservices based on that one.
Okay, okay. Noted, noted. So tell me one thing, how do you secure, I mean, before that, how do you implement a RESTful web services?
Implement in the REST services means like we get the okay, like We use REST. You want to technical request
Yes.
mapping post?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
you're for that one. Okay, so let's say if you want to fetch any details from any MongoDB, or like we will write to come up with annotation like request map or get mapping. Okay, get mapping, we will give the functionality of that. Try to write in a controller, write a controller, service layer, and DB layer, like a repository. We annotated the REST controller, and the service service, and repository, like basically any like stereotype repository. So we do configure application.yaml file, all the configuration related to MongoDB, all these things we do configure in that one and try to access the database. Likewise, like controller will get any exception we used to write in the controller advice classes, like annotate the class with a controller and advice. All the
Mm-hmm.
exception will in that one
Okay.
and try to access. Okay. And like we use API key for the security purpose. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
we develop, we don't have any like Spring security configure here. API key, we
Mm-hmm.
put that product in the API key, so they will whoever wants to consume has to go. Internal API key is OAuth 2 implementation. There is a resource server. We have some specific server wherein
Mm-hmm.
we register that one. Whoever want to access with their client ID say they need to subscribe to us. They have to every time access our service, they have to give client ID and secret to get the token, and they will pass the token to our application. Like in the as part of the header, will the header will go and check the resource servers whether the token is
Mm-hmm.
valid or not. Okay, once it
Great.
done, we uh, return the response to them API key. That's how it is.
Okay.
Even if you want to consume any other
No, that's
application,
okay. I
we
mean, I heard you well. You explained well. So, Sridhar, that is what I wanted to have the discussion. And what is your interview availability? When do you think you will be available?